We left off where we understood how to create a Django URL. We added the /polls URL to our website, and then we displayed some very basic content which involved a simple HTTP text. Awesome job, guys. This is the index page of our polls application. But now it's time to take it one step further. The next thing we have to do is create some new views. One is to vote, one is a detail view, and one is the results. And then we're going to use our database, get some question IDs, etc. So let's get started. The first thing I want you to do is head over to your views.py file under your polls directory and add 3 new functions. The first is our detail view. Okay, it's going to take request, question ID, question underscore ID. Again, question ID is a parameter, so we don't have to do anything about it right now. And we're going to return an HTTP response, which says, this is the detail view of the question, right? And then %s, so again, this is some Python jargon over here. It's called placeholders, question ID. So all we're doing is we're returning a statement that says, this is the detailed view of the question, and then %s, which is supposed to be the question ID, either 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever we had set, okay? That's our first function. The second function is going to be the results. So what are the results of our question? So what choices were the most popular, etc. That again is going to take the question ID for now. This is not the final code. We just want these functions created, and then later on we'll change the code and actually show some proper results. So these are the results of the question, right? And then it's going to be %question ID, so %s, question ID, and then last but not least, we're going to have one more. That's going to be the vote. So def vote request, question ID. All right, and then we're going to return HTTP response, vote on question, %s. Looks like I forgot the quotation mark there. All right, and then we're going to say %question underscore ID. All right, so these are our 3 functions. We have a detail function, we have a results function, and we have a vote function, which is what we wanted. Now the last thing we have to do is add these 3 functions to our urls.py file. So head over there and go ahead and add this. So we have to first create 3 URLs. So URL R, and this time the regex code is going to be a bit different. So go ahead and follow what I'm about to write, and then I'll go ahead and explain it. So the first one we're doing is the detail view, right? So question mark, capital P, alligator mouth, question underscore ID, okay? 0 to 9, and then plus bracket, all right? And then it's going to be slash and then a $sign, comma, views.detail, so we're calling that function, and the name should be equal to detail. Alright, so let me quickly go over what this code is doing. Again, we're initializing a URL, but we're doing something different in the regex code. We're creating a string defined by the question mark P, and we're setting that equal to the question ID value, okay? So all the questions that we've had so far, each one we've given it an ID, right? So we're setting it an ID that should be from 0 to 9. Whoops. 0 to 9 basically says that it's supposed to be a digit, and the digit values can be from 0 to 9. It can't be anything else. And then we're ending it. So the URL now would look something like this: 127.0.0.1/polls, and then /0/1/2. Any question that we have, it's going to give that question ID. Alright, now that we've created that, we're going to basically replicate the same code except for the other functions. We have our detail view, which was this, we have our results view, and we have our vote view. Okay, So I'm going to go ahead and copy this code, Command C, right, Command V, again, paste so that it's the same thing. And we're going to change it up in the sense that we're going to say after the slash over here, go ahead and add results, and the views.results, and name is equal to results. Okay, so now this would look something like this. If it was poll/1, then this is going to be 127.0.0.1/polls/results. I'm sorry, /1/results. Okay, so that's how URLs work. And then last but not least, we are going to do the same thing for our vote. So this should be views.vote. The name should be vote. And last but not least, after the slash and before the $sign, go ahead and add vote. So we have our detailed view, which is just adding a number after it. We have our results view, which is the number/results. And then we have our votes view, which is 127.0.0.1/polls/1/vote. All right. So I believe that's it. Let's go ahead and save and take a look. So let's go ahead and test it out. Poll/1, fantastic. This is the detailed view of question 1. You can make this any number you want. It can be 150. It's going to be 150. 10,000. 10,000 will work as well. Let's go ahead and try out our, I believe it was vote. Try out vote. All right, it's not prompting us to vote on question 150. Fantastic. And now if we take a look at result, results. No, what it's saying, not all arguments were converted during string formatting. Let's go ahead and take a look. What did we do wrong? Views.results/results over there, comma, views.results, name is equal to results. Head back to our views.py. These are the results. Oh, I see. I put a $sign instead of the %sign. My bad. Save. Let's go ahead and take a look. Refresh. Fantastic. These are the results of question 150. So what I want you guys to understand, what we did was we created a variable. We called it question ID. And what our end goal is, we want to set each question that we've created in our database to the question ID in our URL. We won't be doing that in this video, but basically we set that question ID. We made it a number between 0 to 9. We added some extra URLs after that, so results and /votes, and then we called those functions in our views.py and returned some text. Alright, let's go ahead and do one more thing before I end this video, and that's going to be to display all our questions in our index site. So right now, if we head over to our Chrome and we go to our index page, which is just polls, we don't see anything. Right now, we just see our normal text. Let's go ahead and populate that with the questions that we have. So let's head over to our views.py, and inside of our index function, we're going to change this up just a bit. We're going to say latest questions is equal to question.objects.order by pub date. So if you remember, this is a parameter that we passed. It should be /pub date actually. And we want to have the first 5, okay? Even though we only have 2 questions, it's all right. Just to show you some powers of Django, we also have to import that model. So from .models import question. All right, so now that we've gotten our question objects, the next thing we need to do is iterate through them and get the question text. So let's go ahead and do that. Output should be equal to comma. All right, so I'll quickly show you what we're doing. So comma.join, we're gonna join q.question text for q in latest questions, okay? So what this code is doing is we're joining, so for q in latest questions, that basically gets us every question. We're getting the question text, and then we're joining that with a comma, okay? And then the last thing we have to do is return an HTTP response with the output. So we can remove this line over here and just add our output. All right, save that, head over to your Chrome, refresh, and we got what's your age, comma, what's your name. Fantastic. So now we've understood one, how to get data from our database and display it to our views. And second of all, we also created sort of that base structure by creating our 3 URLs, the detail, the results, and the vote, and also adding them in our views.py. So fantastic job. And in the next video, we'll understand how to create a template and add the functionality of buttons and going from one view to another view and so on. See you in the next lecture.